This is Encouragement, bite-sized stories to refresh your soul. Here's Jason Frentsos with a little encouragement.
Why does he dislike me so much? Well, that was the question swirling through her mind as tears streamed down her face. Jane McBride had just received yet another insult from her father-in-law. Ever since marrying her husband Robert several years earlier, his father had loaded Jane with a constant barrage of criticism. He demeaned her in every way possible. He made Jane feel like a failure on the most basic of levels. And all her husband could say was, "Well, that's just Dad's way. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to make him change." Well, years passed by, and her father-in-law was still unkind. But Jane decided that if she was going to make any headway in this relationship with her father-in-law, she needed to forgive him, even though he would never admit that he'd done anything that required forgiveness. So she started with making an inventory of his good qualities. He'd been a devoted husband and continued to be a stalwart member of the church. When complications with a knee replacement had sent him to a rehab center, Jane resolved to cheer him up, writing him faithfully every week, even asking her children to do the same. She also called him and told him that the family was praying for his recovery. Needless to say, her kindness didn't change her father-in-law. To this day, he continues to remind her that she'll never measure up to his standards. And Jane admits that this still hurts her, but at least now she's learned to accept that and to accept him. Forgiveness for Jane didn't come in a day, nor did it come without much prayer and help from the Lord. The other ingredient was her recognition that the only person that she could change was herself. Accepting him as he was, flawed and imperfect, made it easier to accept herself, complete with her own set of flaws and imperfections. Ephesians 4:32 says to be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you.
Thank you for listening to Encouragement. If you've been refreshed, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share a little encouragement with someone you love. Encouragement is a podcast from Family Radio. These stories are just a taste of the stories you can hear every day. Listen at familyradio.org or find more encouragement on the Family Radio app.